Are you subscribed to our YouTube channel? Let's walk you through it. If you are watching one of our shows, just click the subscribe button below the video. If you are using youtube.com, just search for My Girlfriend's Quilt Shop. At the top of the page, you will see a subscribe button. Click subscribe, then click the little caret to the right. You will see a list of how you want to be notified of new content. If you want to be the first to know about new things, click all. When watching one of our videos, consider giving us a thumbs up by clicking this icon. It really helps us out. Now you will be notified as soon as a new video drops, and girlfriend videos will appear in your YouTube feed because you don't want to miss a thing.
See something you like on the show? Did you know that we have links to the products used on the show in the description? If you're watching on YouTube, look below the video. Click the More button, and you'll find links to products used in the show, as well as more information on what you'll learn in this episode. On Facebook, click on the video that you are interested in. Look at the top right of the video and you'll find the description. If there is more to read below the viewable description, click See More to view the full description and pertinent links. There's some pretty helpful info in there. Now you know. Happy sewing!
Hi there. We want your girlfriend's experience to be the best it can be. Did you know that you can increase the picture quality on YouTube? Let's change the quality to 4K. That's super clear, ultra high definition video. I'll walk you through it step by step. Move your mouse over the video or tap the screen if you're on a phone or tablet, and you'll see some buttons appear. On a computer, click the little gear icon in the bottom right corner of the video. In the YouTube app for phone or tablet, tap the little gear icon in the top corner of the video. Next, click or tap the button that says Quality. This shows you the video options. Look for the one that says 2160p 4K and select it. That's the highest quality, nice and sharp. Watching in 4K uses more of your internet bandwidth and can potentially slow your connection. If you are having issues with your video, you can always go back and choose a lower video quality. That's it. Now you're watching in the best quality possible.
Hey everyone, welcome to Three Things Live. I've got Fern with me today and I'm excited to have you back.
Me too. I watched yesterday. It was so good.
It's been a bit of a break, right?
Yes, it's too long.
Too long, but we are ready and we are so excited for today's show. Welcome to Three Things Live. Let's go. everyone. Welcome to Three Themes Live. I'm Chris here at my girlfriend's quilt shop, and I am so excited for today. It really is a lot of fun to be back in these green chairs again, and we're so happy to have you here with us. I'm also thrilled to have Sandra and Fern with me today. Hello, ladies.
Hello. Hey.
How's it going?
Good.
Yeah.
Very good.
But we've stayed busy. We've been doing all the things, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And we're ready for more.
Yes,
well,
we are.
Of course, of course.
Of course. So what we want to start off with first, though, is to let you know that we are doing a really fun giveaway all this week as we start a new year of Three Themes Live. So how do they enter?
Oh, let's see. I'll bet they have to comment, like, and share.
Exactly. You guys know the drill. All right. Comment, like, and share. Let us know that you are here, and be sure and tell your friends about it as well. If you're on YouTube, you can do the same thing there as well as on Facebook. And for those of you who are on YouTube, be sure to give us a thumbs up or even subscribe to our channel. How about just do both? It takes 2 seconds, right?
All the things.
Do it all, because we are definitely trying to get the Three Themes Live program out even more so that we can continue to grow our community of girlfriends and guy friends who love to create, right?
Right.
Yes.
And if you do that at the end of today's show, you got to stay till the end, we will be announcing one lucky viewer who will be receiving a $100 gift card to my girlfriend's quilt shop. Who doesn't want that, right?
Pick me.
Yeah, pick me. And don't you worry, for those of you who aren't able to watch live, and we are so grateful when you come home from work or at the end of the day or even days or weeks later, be sure and watch, because it's always recorded. It's always found on our YouTube channel. And we're going to give 2 more additional gift cards at the end of the week to 2 lucky viewers who may have joined us a little bit later. So definitely like, share, comment, and all the things. Subscribe, thumbs up. You got it? All right. Thanks, guys, for doing that for us. We appreciate it. All right. So let's talk about another clue to something that we have been very excited about that we are debuting tomorrow. During tomorrow's show, we have a fun new quilt, and it will be the start of a series of quilts this year in 2026 that I think you are going to be loving, absolutely loving. We've been having a ball with it, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about that and give you a sneak peek of one of the blogs during theme number 2. But to begin with, we want to celebrate those of you who are taking things to the finish line. All right, we are calling this a new segment that you're going to see popping up here and there, and it's called The Finish Line. What better name could we get, right?
Exactly.
To the point.
To the point. And so we decided to take a theme that has been done recently, and there are many of you who did the hot cocoa mini bar.
The mini bar, yes.
Super fun little mini quilt, right?
Really cute.
And so we want to do a little bit of a highlight to those of you who have taken it to the finish line and have posted your pictures. So let's go ahead and take a look so that we can all celebrate you and what you're doing. All right, first up, we've got Mary Ellsworth, and she said it was so fun decorating with the awesome projects that MGQS and Kimberbell provide, and she's enjoyed making all of them. Thank you, Mary. Next, we have Stephanie Peterson. Tell us what she shares.
Well, she shared that she actually went step by step on how she did it, but the biggest thing that she enjoyed was the fact that all of the pieces came pre-cut.
Yes.
And that really helped her a lot.
Yeah.
She also forgot to put some batting. She only did batting on the front of it, and then when she went to do the borders, she was like, I don't have any batting, so she put another layer of batting on it.
That's
Which
okay,
makes it
right?
so
And it
puffy
made
and
it,
cute.
yeah, and that's what she said. She said it made it a lot more puffy, and she really liked the looks of it.
Yeah.
Really cute.
She said she didn't have anything to make a sleeve on it, so she's just hanging it with binder clips,
Okay,
which
that
I think is
works.
perfect.
Yeah, great job, Stephanie. Very nice. All right, up next we've got Bonnie.
And Bonnie loved when you talked about the monofilament thread and top stitching everything down that way. And it's brilliant because you don't have to worry about matching your threads. You
So
can just
true.
sew the whole thing,
Yep.
quick and easy.
Absolutely, love that. Nice job, Bonnie. Okay, Lori. Lori, she made this actually for her daughter who loves her hot cocktail station. I thought that was really cute. Very, very nice. I'm sure your daughter loves it, Lori. All right, Marlise, maybe? What a beautiful name. Marlise said, done is done and done is good.
Yeah,
and she turned it into a garden flag. Now,
I
how
love
cute
that.
is that?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that she used her scan and cut to cut the letters. She sent it to Canvas Workspace. She used the Simply Applique for digitizing. I mean, how cute is that? Very, very nice job. It looks like she made it
a
even
little
bigger,
yeah,
too.
yeah.
So really well done, Marlise. All right, Jill.
She made hers before Thanksgiving, and she made it for Thanksgiving so she could have it. Everybody loved it, and she said she's going to leave it up all winter long.
Ah, love that.
Perfect.
Okay, Lisa.
Lisa loved the hanger, and she used the clear blue tiles to do her background
Of
quilting and border,
course.
and said that it's perfect for the kitchen.
Oh my gosh, it
Yeah.
really is. I love it. Nice job, Lisa. All right, to our friend Diane. She wanted to thank us for the inspiration, and she said that when the kit first came out, she was so late. So she ended up designing her own kit, which, turned out really, really well. And she even made a little fabric box to hold the cocoa packets, which I thought was
Oh, that's
such
brilliant,
a cute
yeah.
idea. She said Amazon came through with the buffalo check cups, and I mean, what a fun way to
Darling, yeah.
celebrate the season for sure. All right, thanks, Diane. With Deborah, she said it was a fun and quick project. I mean, you can't get better than that,
yeah,
right?
exactly.
Fun, quick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Instant
bet.
gratification.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
Done in a
thanks,
day.
Deborah, for sharing that.
Yeah.
Then to our friend Peggy, she had the hot cocoa bar ready to go, and she said that the mini quilt was an absolute joy to make. Thanks, Peggy. You are awesome. All right, Heidi.
Heidi. Now she says, 'tis a season to sew mini quilts. Despite having no internet for many days, she focused on this little gem. Finally, she said she's back online and able to sew. And she says, thanks for the really cute design. Now she needs to clear a space for the her cocoa area.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. And the thing is, it really goes beyond just the Christmas holiday. I mean, this
yeah.
goes all winter long, right?
Oh, yeah.
I'm still drinking hot chocolate.
oh, yeah.
Absolutely. In fact, let's
Yeah.
take a look at Megan and what she did.
So Megan had a fun class at Girlfriends, and they made holiday jar toppers, and so she added candy and crushed candy canes to hers to put them in with her hot cocoa bar.
I love that, Megan.
that cute?
Yes, and she did a great job teaching that class, by
Yeah.
the way, too. Cindy Martinez, she's always getting things done, isn't she?
Oh, yeah.
And she finished this quilt for her this time. I love that she said she did it for her.
finally did one for herself.
Yes, because she's
She's
always
such a
making for
giver,
others.
yes.
Exactly. And she added 3 snowflake buttons and, of course, used the clear blue tiles winter in the center. So excellent,
So
excellent
pretty.
way to go, Cindy. All right, Donna.
She says, my MGQ ass mini quilt and coordinating mug was from her coordinating mug was from Hobby Lobby. She says it was a perfect photo for her to have it for her homemade hot chocolate mix and her marshmallow toppers. And she absolutely loved it.
Look how cute that is. What a
Yeah.
fun little, setting for sure in
It
the
looks
kitchen.
like they took their hot chocolate or their hot cocoa logo from us. Just saying.
So cute. All right, Beth Gogler.
And Beth loved the design. It was a gift to her folks who enjoy their cup of cocoa daily. Thanks to my girlfriend's quilt shop for making the blanket stitch machine embroidery free in the club. Kimberbell Designs for the background quilting.
Ah, I love that,
We
Beth.
love the club.
Yes, absolutely. And finally, we have Deborah Elam, maybe? So she said, so what do you do when your binding does not cooperate and you do not want to start over? Okay, this was brilliant, you guys.
Yes.
I love this. Her answer was to look through her stash of Kimberbell embellishments for the cute, cozy winter buttons and just cover up the horrible corners. You know what, Deborah? That totally works. I love that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know
It's a
what?
great idea.
That's called making do.
And
Well,
how many of us have done that?
Yes, and nobody would
Yeah.
really know anything different, right?
Right, and I learned early on that there's no mistakes. It's a creative experience.
Exactly. That's
so see,
exactly
she got
right.
to be able to create something that was her own.
Yeah,
Absolutely. I think it's great.
I think that's great too. So thank you so much to all of you who have been posting your pictures on the Hot Cocoa mini quilt. In fact, if you're still interested in making one, it's not too late. You can find the pattern on our website for both sewing and machine embroidery. And just head on over to mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. You'll see it right there on as featured on Three Things Live. All right, guys, let's keep posting our pictures because nothing inspires all of us more. In fact, I loved seeing through the comments. I was reading while the pictures were showing up on the screen what other people were doing and how they were making theirs, or some of you were saying, oh, I haven't made that yet, and you want to. I think it's great for all of us to share together. So keep sharing because that's what keeps all of us going around here. All right, guys, so that ends for theme number 1, the finish line. Definitely be looking forward to seeing that in future shows of Three Things Live. All right, we're ready to head on over to the sewing table because I have put Fern and Sandra to work the last little while and gave them one of the blocks that is going to be in our upcoming quilt that is debuting tomorrow. And so we're going to take a closer look at it because this yesterday's block was piece, today's block is applique, and today these two finished it on the embroidery machine. And so we're going to share some of our best tips for completing this block. And we also have a nice little surprise for you at the end to tell you a little bit more about this block. We'll be back right after this.
So I've sewn this one together and I cut them off of this one already.
Okay.
But I want to show you, each one of these strips I think was 2 inches. So I sewed them down the middle. So I'm going to cut that off, and I have lined up with that dotted line right there, and I've lined this line up on my seam, which I have already pressed. So I'm going to go to 2 inches, 4 inches, 6 inches, and 8 inches, because you've got to cut like 34 of them. But look at how fast and easy that was. And they're all exactly the same size. You're just going to put them backwards. Look at that. Because she nested them, they are right on. Okay, so the Doglico ruler, I know this is a 1.5 inch square. There it is. So I'm gonna cut that. I love
I
that.
mean, that is as hard as this pattern gets. We are so excited to teach you a new technique.
We're going to talk about thread sketching.
Thread
It worked out great.
sketching is more when you just use your thread
I'm using my thread. So,
to make the design.
so first thing you're going to do, you're going to practice straight lines.
Don't try to go too slow with it. That's a little bit easier.
Got a
Stem. Okay.
stem. Here's a tulip for you right
Okay,
here. So
perfect.
you're going to draw one on here, okay?
We're using a friction
Use
pin,
a regular
right?
friction pin. You got to practice. You got to start somewhere, Allison.
Okay. You said you didn't bring your first one.
I did not bring my first one. I was too shocked. I thought I was
Okay,
a better
this is one
artist
of
than
those
that.
fringy top tulips.
That's okay. Those are beautiful. And then you
You
can
guys
go
all
in
know
and
what I'm
color it.
talking about, right?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh, yes. Yeah. See, that's great.
All right, welcome back everyone to Three Things Live. I'm Chris.
I'm Sandra. And I'm Fern.
And here we are at the sewing table because we're about to embark on a fun little quilt block, aren't we?
Oh, yes.
Did you guys like this one?
Yeah, it was
I
fun.
did,
It was
yeah.
quick and easy, and it was
quick
fun.
and easy, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a quilt block that's going to be debuted in a new, brand new quilt here at my girlfriend's quilt shop. It is a girlfriend exclusive, and we'll be sharing it in its entirety tomorrow. So make sure and set your notifications for that,
Yes, no
right?
kidding.
'Cause
Can I
you don't want to
say
miss
that
it.
we got to see the whole thing.
Yeah.
Kyle's
Do you
getting
love it?
quilted. Oh,
it's
yes.
very
Yes.
cute.
So adorable.
And
Yes.
it solves the problem,
Yes,
doesn't
it does.
Yes.
It's the one that you didn't even know you had.
Exactly.
That's the
what I
best
love
part.
about it. That's the
Exactly.
best part. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I know we're such teasers,
Yes.
right? All right. So one of the quilt blocks in it is a hot cocoa block.
Yes.
All right. I mean, it's kind of very fitting as we talked
yeah.
about
Yeah.
hot cocoa. This is going to
cocoa
be
bar.
a winter quilt. And so I sent these over to these gals because they are our machine gurus, right? When it comes to
I'm getting a
the
T-shirt that's
embroidery
going to say that.
embroidery machine guru.
That's right.
Right here, exactly. And let's go through it and talk about it. And what are some of the things that you learned while doing this block?
Okay. Well, I'll go first. First of all, I got the block and tried some different things. So the
The
Flexi-foam.
flexi-foam. I can only think of fusible backing. The flexi-foam pulls, and so it puckers. It's going to pucker. So I tried some different things to see what was going to take that away. So I tried, what is that one? No fusible backing.
Yeah, I like that you wrote some notes here so that we can all learn from this.
Because you know I can't remember words.
you have no fusible backing on it. You just used,
Mesh cutaway.
okay,
A light
mesh
mesh.
cutaway.
Light mesh
All
cutaway
right.
and Terial Magic, because I knew it had to have some kind of stiffness, you know,
Yeah.
something to help it.
Yeah.
But Terial Magic was not enough.
Okay,
So-
interesting. You know, when we talk about Terial Magic, this is what we're referring to, and I like to think of it as one layer of stabilization.
Right.
So
sure.
when you are going through a quilt block, for example, I like to think of every 20 to 25,000 stitches needs another layer, Now, this isn't an overly dense design.
No.
But I like the fact that you used it, but it was not enough.
It was not enough.
You
yes.
needed more.
Yes.
Okay.
So the next one I tried, I added fusible backing to my background fabric.
Oh,
and
not
you can
as
tell
puckered.
it's a little better.
It's a little better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the Terial Magic, so I just
And still the light
added
mesh
one
cutaway.
more. Still the light mesh cutaway.
Okay,
Yep.
question for you, Fern, when you did this, when you used the Terial Magic, did you spray it or did you dunk it?
I sprayed it.
Okay, a light spray, a heavy spray?
My Terial Magic is watered down, so
Okay.
it was more of a light spray, but
Okay.
I sprayed it heavily.
Okay, all right,
so
good
a
to know.
medium, a good medium
Good to
spray
know.
on it.
When I
Yeah.
use Terial Magic, I use it full strength.
I do
Okay.
too.
Yeah.
I do too. And
So-
I actually, I don't dunk it, but I
don't dunk
spray
it,
it
but I
till
spray
it's
it.
wet.
Yes,
You
exactly.
know that that's wet.
Okay,
And then
so-
my iron will dry it off, obviously.
Yeah, so that's an interesting point to think about too. If you're going to be using Terial Magic, think about how
much?
stiff do you
Yeah.
want it? Do you
Yeah.
want
Yeah.
it full strength or do you want to water it down? And there's not really a right or wrong. It's just I have found
Yeah.
better results when I use full strength.
Okay.
Well, and you can also use more than one layer. You can do it and
then do it
and then do
yeah.
it again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
And when
Iron
I
it up
picked
and then
up-
do it again.
yeah.
So that works out really great
When I
too.
picked up my fabric, it was stiff to like.
It was stiff to
That's
it.
my testing.
Yeah, yeah,
Is I
no,
picked it
that's
up and it's like,
good.
how does this look? Very scientific.
Okay, hey, you know what? That works. I like that.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about the stitching that's going on here so that everyone's aware of how this works.
So it's almost like a.
It's a great snowflake.
Yeah, like a
that?
gray slope because you're
Yeah,
going to
it
see
is.
through it.
Yeah, you can still see some of the background of it.
Kind of lacy.
Yeah,
That's-
yeah,
yeah.
that's a good,
Very lacy.
almost like a freestanding lace.
Exactly.
design.
The way, when I put it together, I didn't want it to be, I wanted this to be a quick enough stitch out that I decided to not use a full-on satin column
Yeah.
stitch. Rather, I did more of a sketchy stitch.
Yeah, it's
And
great.
so you see it is very lightweight
Yeah.
and not overly dense.
Yeah, but I did not want to call it sketchy.
Sketchy is where it's at. Yeah, it's a sketch fill is what
Yeah, it is.
what
It's
you
great.
might refer to,
It really
right?
makes that snowflake pop too.
But I
It
want to
does.
make sure that people realize that so they go, wait a minute, this isn't stitching out all the way.
Right. When
It
I
is
very
meant
first
to
did
be
it.
that.
Yeah, when I very first did it, I went, oh, this is different.
Yeah, yeah.
But I like it.
I like it
You
too.
know,
I like it.
Dee has a good comment. She asked, could you use Mylar on that snowflake? And
Oh, you bet you
Absolutely.
could.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be really cute.
That would be
Yes.
a great way to
Okay,
do it.
so you used fusible backing, Terial Magic, and a mesh cutaway.
And a
All
mesh
right,
cutaway. So
pretty good.
I'm still on the mesh cutaway.
Okay, okay.
So this one I added a basting box around it.
Okay, tell us why you had to add, or why you chose to add a basting box.
Without having a sticky back, washaway or a sticky back
Yeah,
stabilizer, it just helps that fabric hold in place.
Yeah,
and so
it's-
it's not going to be sucked in.
and because it's floating on top of the
Right.
hoop,
Yeah.
you don't have something
Any
holding
control,
it
yeah.
Right.
in control. So, can you walk
Yeah.
us through how did you add a basting stitch?
So, I can't remember what the icon. There's a flower on the baby lock on the girlfriend's machine.
It's only on the girlfriend machines. That's it.
On baby lock and brother. I think it is in edit. There is a flower with a stitched block around it
You go to
Yep.
the layout.
to the layout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what you do before you stitch it out. You go to the layout and then you push that button and it will put a
And that will put
yeah.
the block.
So you go
Yeah.
to the layout and
Yeah.
that little icon is up on the left.
Okay.
And you can see
And that's
it.
going to automatically put that basting stitch directly around it, and it's going to be the first thing that stitches out.
Right.
Right?
Now, if you want your basting stitch further away in the,
Further away than your design.
yeah, you can set how far away
The
it is in
parameters.
your design,
Parameters
in
of it.
your the instructions, in the lines, the little notebook
Oh, yeah.
in the
yeah,
machine.
Yeah.
You can set that there.
Yeah, absolutely.
settings.
In the
In your
settings, yeah.
settings.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay. This looks really good, Fern. I really like
yeah,
this.
it's looking better.
And tell us the reason why we're seeing this little poofy going on.
Because because it calls for some
Flexi-foam.
Flexi-foam. I'm struggling today with the words.
Okay.
Yeah, so the
yeah.
Flexi-foam gives it the coolest
Yeah.
whipped cream look to it.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
And then I played with some color and added a
It's cute.
light blue, yeah.
You know what? I like the light blue. It kind of makes it stand
Kinda
out
makes
a
it
little
pop
bit
a little
more,
bit, yeah.
right? And because we have the stitching that goes through this in the center, you've got poof, poof, poof. And it's hard
Yeah.
to see through the camera, but you definitely, yeah, that's
Makes
what's
it
making
feel
a
like
difference.
you've got some whipped cream on
yeah,
that. Yes.
exactly. Okay.
So-
Very good. So would you say basting stitch for the win?
Basting stitch for the win.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's a good way to go.
But it still was a little puckery for me.
Yeah.
So Sandra continued on.
Okay.
So
All
I
right.
took this one, and there's a couple of different things that I did on this one. I did use the light mesh cutaway.
Mm-hmm.
I did use fusible backing on all of my pieces. But the one thing that I didn't do is that I forgot to put the flexi foam in there.
Oh.
Okay, so
Yes.
take a look at that
Well,
one.
it's not the same, is it?
And then you take a look at this one,
Yeah.
and you can totally tell the
Oh my
difference.
goodness,
You missed
yes,
that
you
dimension.
can.
So it's like it just
Yes.
adds a little bit of dimension to that, and it worked
does.
out really great.
Yeah.
It does.
But however,
We're still not happy with this
I'm
block yet.
still looking at it like,
Okay.
yeah, no, this is not good.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, what other things can we do? Because we've done all the things. Because like I said, I used the Terial Magic. I put fusible backing. I did all the things on this one, and it still wasn't good. And I'm like,
Okay.
okay, what else can I do? So the next thing I thought about was I'm going to change my stabilizer.
Yep.
So I
Yep.
changed it to a medium cutaway.
Okay.
Okay. And
Okay.
again, I still did all the things, a medium cutaway.
That looks really good, though.
And sorry, this one was a light mesh. Sorry, fusible backing, but this time I put the flexi foam in it. That
Oh,
was the
okay.
difference on this one.
And
Okay.
also, just to note that when that basting stitch stitches out, it's in white, so it's probably hard to see on the camera, but it's just big, long stitches, and all you have to do is just
It will
take a
come
seam
out.
ripper
Yeah.
and cut
yeah.
the
When after you
afterwards.
cut the block this right size.
Okay.
Anyway, so I went to a medium cutaway.
Okay.
And it's
And
perfect.
look
It
at
looks
the- look at
It
great.
it.
is perfect.
I
looks
sent
really
the picture
great.
to Fern
Yeah.
and I went, this is it, right there.
Oh my goodness.
That's the thing.
That was the ticket for you.
It was.
Can I share with you guys something that discovered when I was making this quilt?
Absolutely.
Okay. I was having these same issues as well, all right? And what I'm so used to is, like for a Kimberbell project, for example, you have the background quilting. You have the batting in it. And that in itself helps reduce puckers. So, but in this quilt, we don't have that, right? It's just you're simply doing it on the blocks. The blocks are sized a little bit bigger so that, because when you think about applique, it kind of shrinks it in. So all of that, you know, set that aside. I thought, what am I going to do to make sure this looks good? Can I tell you my favorite method? I feel like I nailed it. Exactly what you did here, with the exception, rather than cutaway, I used tearaway. And because then you can remove the tearaway afterwards and it doesn't stay in the quilt.
Okay.
Right.
So I felt like maybe a cutaway could be too thick for it to stay in the quilt. And so I went ahead, I used tearaway, and if you started to see things pucker a little bit, you just float another piece of tearaway. And then it comes right out after. I sprayed it with Terial Magic, okay? And full strength, added this fusible backing, just like you did.
Okay.
And then I used a tearaway.
Okay.
You guys, that block, those blocks, there are no
Perfect,
puckers.
yeah. And they're not, yeah.
You
saw it,
it being quilted.
Yeah.
And there are no puckers. So I think that might be my new favorite way. I don't know.
I have a lot of tearaway because Kimberbell always calls for fusible light mesh.
Yes.
So I have a
right.
lot of light mesh, and that's my go-to. That's what I think of as light mesh.
Yeah.
I did notice
Same. Yeah.
in their last, when they did Sweetheart
Yes.
Street, all of their blocks, they used a medium cutaway.
Medium cutaway.
So I was getting ready to do it. And I'm like, I got my light mesh cutaway. I'm ready to go. And I'm like, whoa, no, they're using.
And we all used light mesh cutaway. We all used the light mesh, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wait, it's wrong.
Yeah.
But it did make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah.
It definitely. So I think if you don't want those puckers,
Yeah.
not only look at what you're doing here, but look at the stabilizer you're using.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Look at the stabilizer, and try out different things. I mean, obviously, you saw the different things that Fern and Sandra. They went through a little bit of trial and error, right?
Yeah.
And that's a good thing because when we do that, we learn every time we go.
Yes.
So my guess, Fern, is you'll never go back to doing it the first way you did
never.
it, right?
No.
Because you learned something from it. And same.
Yeah.
Same for me. I was like, oh, you know what? That didn't work very well. I don't want the puckers, right? And so the difference between something that looks more professional and maybe something that doesn't is it's all about stabilization.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
totally is.
Yeah,
For
I
sure.
see in lots of groups too where I'll see stitch outs, and I feel for you when this happens because I've been right there with you. All right, this is something we all
We've
do.
all done. We've all done
But
it.
you got to look at the weave of the fabric. If it's too loose of a weave, don't embroider on it. It's not. No matter what you do, it's just not going to look very good, right?
Yeah.
So, but there's different tools and different things that help us with our embroidery. So, super useful information here, you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for doing that. Any other final comments you want to say about this block for people
The
to know?
one thing that I did notice, though, the most was the puckering. Was most time, every time I did it, it was on the handle.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I'm like, is that because it wasn't held down tight or what? I wasn't sure because that's where I got most of my puckering was right around the handle.
Interesting.
And I'm not sure why.
Well, I think it's also because you've got some dense
the
stitches
threads.
that are happening in such a small area.
Yeah.
But I promise you this, that if you will, try some of these steps, it will make the biggest difference in your next embroidery project. So,
Yeah,
So,
totally.
one thing Linda just said that on her blocks, when she does the final ironing, then her puckers
oh, don't iron.
come up. because you're shrinking your stabilizer.
Yeah. Yep.
So don't iron.
So here's a tip for you, Linda. I'm so glad you brought that up. I will actually, if I'm using a mesh cutaway, especially because there is a tendency to have a little tiny bit of shrinkage, I will steam it before I even put it in the hoop.
Oh, great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will actually just make it go up just a teeny bit, but steam it before you put it into the hoop, and then you're going to be, you won't have to worry about that. I would also say no matter how much ironing you do, you cannot get rid of puckers.
No.
You just can't.
No.
So get rid of them while you're going. If you're cruising along and you're stitching, and I say this all the time, and you start seeing puckering, don't think it's going to get better, because it's going to get worse.
Yeah, exactly.
What you need to do is you need to add another layer of stabilizer underneath, and always do a tearaway, because then you can pull it off afterwards.
Yeah.
So it's never too late to do a U-turn on your machine embroidery.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's great. Good idea.
It's so cute.
Yeah, it is. It's a fun block, and guess what? If you would like this block all by itself, we have it available for you on our website. You can purchase just the hot cocoa block by itself. And good news for club members, it's free in the club. So yay, club.
Nice.
Where's
our confetti?
Where's our confetti?
Yeah,
There we
exactly.
go.
There we go.
Good job, Abby. All right. So it's free in the club, and also we have it for the embroidery machine as well as sewing machine applique.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
So both versions
Yeah.
are in there. It's in the same pattern. Go ahead, find it on our website, or download it from the club. So
That's
And
all
right.
come back tomorrow, because then you get to
my
see
gosh.
the quilt. 'Cause,
Yes.
Oh my goodness, you guys will love it.
Yeah.
You will love it. So,
I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm
me too.
excited. All right, guys, we hope you learned something new today, or perhaps were reminded of a few key principles when it comes to stabilizing your embroidery. And when we come back for theme number 3, I'm going to attempt. Eric doesn't know if I can pull this off or not. But I'm here to prove to Eric I can do this. We're gonna we're going to compare making the perfect hot cocoa recipe to the perfect stabilization of an embroidery
Okay.
project.
All
Are you
right.
ready for that?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Let's see what
for sure.
happens. We'll be back right after this.
We're going to take a look at this rulers, and we have a bunch of sets of lines here, but there's only one place to make a cut.
Right.
And then over here on the side, there are also some little marks. Those help you trim it. The top of this curve has to fit right there. And you're like,
This isn't gonna work.
this ain't never gonna work. And it's easy, guys. Start here and you get those couple stitches in it, and maybe about a ½ inch. And at that point, you're gonna start pulling it.
I've taken a few stitches, pulled this on top. This is why we're not pinning. And we just ease that in as we sew straight, all right?
This is on 1½ inches, and this is on your orange dot. And it's
Okay.
hard to see, but it is right there.
Okay.
So there's my orange dot, and then this little piece is going to become right there. You're gonna be like,
Oh
I
my,
just
wow,
did that.
I just did that.
I just
yes,
did that.
Exactly. All right, welcome back, everyone. We're just looking through the comments, and a few of you have asked the question about Terial Magic leaving spots, and so you had something you wanted to talk about with that.
I think what you definitely need to do with your Terial Magic, you need to shake it and mix it up, and that does help. Make sure that there's no residue in it. I have found that if I have Terial Magic too long, if it's older, then it has like a residue in it.
Interesting.
And so then that would spray out on your fabric, and you would get a spot from it.
Yeah.
Also, I always use a steam iron when I do mine because that helps to make it. And so maybe make sure your iron is clean.
Yeah, that's
There's,
true.
there's other
That's
things
true.
that you can kind of look
Yeah.
at to see why those spots
Mm-hmm.
are there. But the biggest thing that I noticed was the residue inside the Terial Magic. And make
Yeah.
sure you shake it.
And make
Always,
sure you
always
shake
shake
it.
it,
Yes.
mix it.
I totally agree. Shake it. That's right. Hey, another tip I would have is if you're nervous, always spot test your fabric before spraying it. And if it's going to be an issue, try spraying it from the back instead of the front.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good idea.
there's an idea for you as well.
Pressing it from the back too.
And pressing it from the back as well.
Yeah.
Someone asked, is the hot cocoa design the same one as in the mini quilt? No, it's a completely different design.
Yep.
Completely different. So, all right. Yeah, Linda, we're gonna do a little Taylor Swift. Exactly. Shake it up. There you go. All right. Let's talk for just a few moments about stabilizing and the perfect hot cocoa. So basically, when you think about it, your drink is only as good as what it's built on, right?
Okay.
So it's the same with embroidery. It's the right stabilizer is the foundation that makes everything behave. So think of it as your base. Your base might be milk or it might be water. What's your preference?
Oh, milk.
Definitely.
Or a heavy cream.
Right? Or a heavy cream. Exactly. And so it's the same thing. You've got to start with a really good foundation to make something really, really yummy. All right. Then we talk about the marshmallows, right? And you have marshmallows that are on top and marshmallows that might sink. And I like to think of it as the cutaway versus the tearaway. So if you think about it, the cutaway, it's going to stay with you, all right? It's going to stay in the project, just like the marshmallows that you see here in this picture. It's staying with the cocoa. It's not melting. I mean, eventually it could melt, right? But we got a lot of marshmallows there.
It stays on your hips,
it
too.
Stays, that's right. Yeah, well, we won't talk about that. And then the tearaway, it's there for a moment, right? Kind of like, a topping on your hot cocoa. It's just there for a moment. But then it's like the whipped cream. You enjoy it, and then it's time to move on. And it just disappears, right?
Okay.
It just disappears right into
You're
the
doing
chocolate.
great, Chris.
Okay.
I'm
And
enjoying this. This is great.
That's why your whipped cream is just like, the tearaway. It's good. It lasts for a moment. It does its job. And then it just melts away. So when we talk about tearaway, we might talk about just like a regular tearaway, or we might talk about the toppings, of things being removed by an iron or by water. We'll talk more about that here in just a moment. All right, when we talk about whisking it smooth, we want to talk about hooping and the tautness, right? We've got to give it the proper support. And so if cocoa isn't mixed well, that's when you're going to get lumps. That's gross, right?
And a whole bunch of chocolate in the bottom of your cup.
Exactly, it's disgusting. And if stabilizer isn't hooped or supported correctly either, you're going to get puckers and shifting. Who wants watery cocoa?
Nobody.
No. No one wants watery
Gotta have
cocoa.
lots of chocolate.
Exactly, and that would mean that it would be like understabilized, right? It looks okay at first, but it feels a little disappointing. And so understabilizing can stitch out with the ripples and the puckers. But if you have something that's too thick or too rich of cocoa, it's kind of like having something that is overstabilized. What's overstabilized like? That's like
It'd be heavy.
Heavy, and you can't get your needle through it.
yes, exactly. That's
You're gonna hear
exactly
those
right.
pop, pop, pops.
You put your spoon in and it stands up.
Yes, that's exactly right. So we call it bulletproof, in the embroidery world. You don't want that, right? And definitely there's different stabilizers for different recipes, right? I think there's not one stabilizer that works best. It's really about what is best for that particular project. So I kind of refer it to like it's the peppermint cocoa versus the Mexican hot cocoa, right? The peppermint cocoa and the Mexican hot cocoa, they're two very different tastes, just like two different projects. Peppermint might be a little more sweet and perhaps a little more festive for special occasions. A Mexican hot cocoa has a little bit of spice to it, right?
Oh, yeah.
And so we treat that a little bit of bite.
Yes.
Exactly. We treat it a little differently than a peppermint cocoa. So it's a different stabilizing for a different project, right? All right. finally, we talk about the whipped cream, right? The whipped cream on top of that hot cocoa. Look at that. It looks like there's a little bit of extra there. You've got the whipped cream, you have
nutmeg.
some little nutmeg, maybe a little cinnamon, maybe a little bit of chocolate shavings, you know, things like that. So the thing about whipped cream is it's almost like the water soluble versus the heat soluble. So the topper sits on top. And that's what makes the stitches look crisp on the towels, the fleece, and then, like I mentioned before, it just kind of disappears for the finish, right?
So that'd be like using a water-soluble topper on it, or iron away topper.
Yeah, exactly. And finally, how about that little pinch of salt? Have you ever put a little pinch of salt in your hot cocoa? Oh,
Does that
Okay.
I'll have to try
my
it.
goodness.
Because
It's
salt
just
brings out
it
flavors.
does. I like a little pinch of salt on my chocolate chip cookies or something like that too. Because
I'll put on my watermelon.
yes, it's that little bit of extra that makes it perfect. So think about the little upgrades that you might do in your embroidery. A topper might be one of them. An extra layer of stabilizer could be another. A basting box like Fern started using. A basting box is that little bit of extra. The Terial Magic is a little bit of extra. All those little bits actually make a huge difference. And all of a sudden you have something that is really yummy to the taste, right? If we're drinking our hot chocolate with that little pinch of salt, and then you have something really beautiful in your machine embroidery project because there's no puckers.
Right. Yeah.
And it's beautiful, and you can tell that you've gone to the extra work to make it just right. That's what it's all about. So take your time when it comes time to figure it out.
yeah.
Find, you know, the perfect recipe for success is really honestly deciding what kind of hot cocoa you want. So what kind of project are you going to stitch on?
Right.
You're gonna talk about the base that, you know, are you going to add the milk and the cream, or are you going to add the water? The base is all about the foundation. It's all about the stabilizer that you're using. And then it's all about adding the toppings, right? The toppings are the extra little bits that make a huge difference.
And just that little bit of detail too.
Exactly.
Maybe you want to add a button to it, or maybe you want to add another
Some
little
glitter.
machine embroidery.
Yes.
Little
Exactly.
Yeah, just enough to make it so it's just that little
And
bit
you know,
extra.
we see you guys do that
all the
time.
time.
And we love that.
Yes.
There's nothing more that we love
Yeah.
than to
See those
see that.
little extras,
Yeah.
creativity
Yeah.
that you guys put in your designs.
Denise's, those tasty upgrades.
Yeah, there you go.
Tasty
the
upgrades.
Tasty upgrades.
Yes.
Ooh, guys, if you haven't tried a little bit of salt, you got to try it. So, all right,
do
guys. Thanks so much for being with us. It's been so much fun. We have a winner to announce of a $100 gift card, but before we do, let's go through a quick couple of things that are coming up. We've got a book club next week, so don't miss out on that. It's next Wednesday. Saving CC Honeycutt is the book, and you're going to love it. The Passport series is going on right now. I want to let you know that we've ran into a little bit of a hiccup with our felt distributor. Oh, I hate when that happens. So the kits, unfortunately, are being delayed. We've got about half of the kits are coming out right now. About half of them are going to be about a week delayed. I am so sorry. These are sometimes things beyond our control, but the distributor came back to us with they have run out of felt. So
Oh my goodness.
trust me, it's coming, but that starts this Friday. Good news is you can do these projects anytime, and all of our classes are recorded. Okay. We also have a call out for you. We want to see your heirloom projects. So please be sure and share those with us. You can send those pictures to marketing@mygirlfriendsquiltshop.com. Don't forget to sign up for the club. Come on.
Yes. Yeah,
What's
no
holding
kidding.
you back, right? Sign up for the club 2026 and get a free ruler. And in fact, club members, we have a really exciting thing going on right now. You could win a chance to have 4 of your quilts quilted this coming year.
Oh my gosh,
with
that's
Edge to Edge
amazing.
Quilting absolutely free.
That
How
is
cool is
so
that?
awesome.
I was like,
cool is
oh
that?
my gosh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
would be right there. I would
Right?
join the club right there.
Right there.
Because right there
Yep.
it would pay for your club membership.
Sure would.
One quilt, yeah.
All right, guys, we have a winner for today. Let me go ahead and announce. Don't forget, if you're not watching live, don't you worry, because on Friday we're announcing 2 additional winners. All right, our winner today is Nancy, Nancee, Nancy Piper, coming to us from
yay.
Facebook. Nancy Piper, congratulations! Woo-hoo. All
Love
right,
it.
everyone, make sure and again share this episode if you enjoyed it. We would be so grateful. I almost forgot. Guess what? We have a handout for you.
Oh, awesome.
A free technique sheet.
Okay.
If you want to see. Okay, this is
Does
what
it
it's
come
called.
with a package of cocoa?
It should, right? Ordering the right stabilizer like a hot cocoa barista. All right,
love
that's
it.
what it's all
There you
about.
go.
You can find this on our website. It's a free download. Feel free to download it. Feel free to make as many copies as you want and share it with your friends. All right, everyone. Too fun. Eric, how did I do?
It was a stretch.
It was a stretch.
You nailed it. You nailed it. It was awesome.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
That's right. He's giving it back to me. No worries. All right, guys. Thanks for being with us. Have a wonderful rest of your day and keep doing all the things you love. And we hope to see you again real soon. Bye-bye.
See ya.